I'm Kitty and welcome back to my channel. I'm going to show you how to make this beautiful spiral pattern using Superduo beads. The method is really quick and very easy, so you're going to have a bracelet or necklace in no time. Material list and links to the kits are in the description, so let's get started. You're going to start by starting your beadwork on one end, working all the way across, finishing on the other end and adding the clasp on both ends. Now the method is exactly the same if you want to make a bracelet or if you want to make a necklace as well. On the necklace you're just going to keep on beading longer. So step one, take your monofilament, and we are going to be using a monofilament. Your normal thread is not going to be good for this one because it makes your weave really floppy. I got 5 different colors here. You can do 6 colors if you like, but depending on what pattern you want, add your colors together. I kind of like to do it stripy, so I'm going to have a couple of lighter ones sort of in the middle and on the end. Now there's a good tip I want to give you here is before you pick up your beads, just look at them from above. I just kind of like to tap them on the mat and just look through them to make sure that both of the holes are free as I'm picking them up, so there is no surprises when we come back on ourselves that the hole is blocked and we can't go through. So I'm going to go ahead and pick up one of each of these colors and take them down on my monofilament. When I get down, I'm going to go ahead and going to go through all of these one more time. You're going to need to leave about 10-12 inches of tail because you're going to need that tail later on to add the clasp. So I'm just going around, and once I get to where my tail is, I'm gonna knot my working end and my tail end together to form a really strong base. Just double knot it just like that. There we go. Now we're gonna have to step up. But before we step up, I'm going to go through, it doesn't matter which direction, I'm going to go through the next Superduo bead next to the knot. And then as I'm coming out of the bottom hole, the inner hole of this Superduo here, I'm going to turn my monofilament around and come through this free hole by coming back on myself. So I changed the direction my monofilament was traveling. Now I'm going to go clockwise here, and your direction is going to change like which beads you're going to be picking up. When you're going clockwise, you're going to picking up the bead you're coming out of, and when we're going to go anti-clockwise, we're going to pick up the bead which is in front of us. So now we are traveling clockwise, so as I'm coming out of this see-through Superduo, I'm going to pick up one of those and just go through the next one. And there we go, and I'm just going to slightly turn it. Let me just wrap the end around my finger here so I can have a nice and solid base for you. So then I'm gonna got this color which is sort of the lighter color, so I'm traveling to this direction. I'm gonna jump to the bottom, pick up one of those and go through that light color. Then I'm gonna pick up the light color and go to the next one, and so on until I get all the way around. I love blending all sorts of different colors, and you can even try not just tonal colors, but you could put opposite colors in here as well. And the last one is this very dark one. So I usually do this for the first row. I'm going to go around all of my beadwork one more time. I'm not going to do this for any other row, but I'm going to do this for the first row just to have a really strong and solid base so my thread can't travel backwards, and I have a nice firm start for my beadwork. So I'm just going around, I'm almost all the way around. And there we go, and going through, just turn this, going through the last 2, and I'm gonna step up, so I'm gonna come through the one and then the first one we added. And then I'm straight away, I'm going to go back on myself, turning the direction of the thread. So as I'm coming out of the inner hole of the Superduo, I'm going to go through the free hole, going to go back on myself. So this time I'm going to be traveling anti-clockwise. And remember what I said, when we're traveling anti-clockwise, we're going to be picking up the color which is in front of us. So in front of me is this darker Superduo, so I'm going to pick up one of those. just like that, and then go on to the next one, pick up one of those, and so on. So this is the row when, as we are going through this, it's gonna tighten up our beadwork, and we're gonna start to see a start of a tubular shape. And just pick up this last, and then finally let's pick up that clear one. There we go. And I'm gonna go back through the clear one and straight away into the next one, the first one we added, so I can step up. And I'm going to pull this through. There we go. Now I'm going to turn around on myself. So I'm going to go through the free hole of this Superduo. And if I turn it upwards, you can see we're going to be traveling once again clockwise. So when we're traveling clockwise, we're going to pick up the color we are coming out of. So I'm coming out of this darker color. I'm going to pick up one of those and go through this clear one. I'm going to let my tail end go because now I got a bit of a beadwork to hold on to here. Then I'm picking up the clear one and going through the next one, picking up this lighter color, going through the next one, then picking through the lighter color, going through the next one, and just one more to add, and I'm all the way around. There we go. And again, I'm going to go through that one and the first one I added to be able to turn around and step up. And this is what you're going to repeat all the way around. You're going to go backwards and forwards, going clockwise, then going anti-clockwise. So I'm going anti-clockwise now. So I'm going to pick up the color which is in front of me, which is that lighter color. So I'm going to go through that, just like that, and the lighter color, and all the way around. Repeat this until you get your desired length. If you want to make a bracelet, then step on the bracelet. The clasp gonna give you probably another ½ an inch or so. There we go, and I'm just adding the last one, and I'm ready to turn around again. And as you can see, our spiral is already started, our Superduo has already started to spiral around. So bead up, the amount you need to bead up. I like to have my bracelets about 8 inches, so I'm going to do about 7.5 inches of beadwork and then add the clasp on. Once you get down to the other end and you no longer want to add any more beads, all is it left to do to sew the end together and add the clasp. So step up as normal, but instead of picking up a bead, we're just going to go through and sew through the 3 holes of the last row all the way around. I like to go around a couple of times to have a really nice and tight connection, and as I'm going around, I'm going to pull this tighter and tighter so those beads are close up on each other. Just keep on going around. Even you can go on 3 times as well. Now once you're happy and your end is sewn together, we're going to take our clasp and we're going to sew the little loop onto your bracelet as going backwards and forwards between the beads. So as I'm coming out of the Superduo, I'm just going to go through a loop on the clasp and I'm going to diagonally jump across. So I'm up here at the top, I'm going to come to the bottom and go through that Superduo bead, and then I'm going to pull this up nice and tight. And as I'm coming out of this bottom one, I'm going to straight go back through the loop, just like that, pull this up nice and tight, and then go through one at the top. And I'm going to go backwards and forwards maybe about 8 to 10 times or even more, going through the loop each time to sewing. I kind of like to sew the loop to each one of the beads at the end to have a really nice and strong connection. You're going to be pulling on your clasp all the time So you want to have this as secure as possible. So I've gone through about 4 times, and I'm just going to carry on adding a couple more loops. Each time as I'm coming out of a Superduo, I'm going to go through a loop on the clasp. There we go. Once you feel that your connection is strong enough and you went through the loop enough, then you're going to take your monofilament backwards on your beadwork. It doesn't matter which thread path you follow, as long as you follow a thread path. So I'm just going to go through this next one, then I'm going to go ahead and turn around again in this bead and just come back on myself. I do like to do a 1 thread knot, or also called a half hitch knot, here as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to catch the monofilament in between 2 beads. Make sure that as you're pulling it through, it doesn't catches on your clasp. I'm just going to catch the monofilament between 2 beads. I'm going to take my needle underneath it. I'm going to pull this through, and you can see there's a little loop forming. Before this loop would disappear, I'm going to take my needle through it and pull it up nice and tight. Then I'm going to take my monofilament through the next 2 or 3 beads. Repeat this knot again, take it through more beads, and then trim the ends. Repeat this on the other side as well. So the materials I have used are Superduos in 5 different colors. You could go up to 6. I do not recommend to go down to 4, because then it's going to be very gappy. And when you choose your 5 colors, do make sure that you have got different shades in there, because if you have 2 shades which are very similar to each other, they're just going to blend together and you're not really going to see the difference in between them. I'm just going to bring these in. You could do all sorts of different colors. You could do darker ones, you could lighter ones, you could use like blues, greens and silvers together to make a really stripy pattern. I like both. I like to do these kind of weaves as well, but I equally like to blend just like the purples, or just like in this case the seafoam greens together. You can use mini duos, so you can change your Superduos down to mini duos. Mini duos are exactly the same shape as Superduos, but they are smaller in size. There are other 2-hole beads which perhaps the pattern will work, but I think the Superduos and the mini duos are the best to fit together. You're gonna need a magnetic clasp. I love using this magnetic clasp because they're really easy to open, really easy to put on and take off, but a choice of your clasp. Also, you're gonna need monofilament. I don't recommend to use normal beading thread, because if you use normal beading thread, your beadwork gonna collapse on each other, so it's not gonna be nice and round as it is with the monofilament. And the needle I used is still size 10, but this one is a little bit shorter and stubbier and has got a larger eye. The monofilament, if you looked up with a microscope, it's got like a round shape to it, and the thread we usually use is more like a flat shape, so it goes through smaller needles as well. So with the monofilament, you need just a little bit bigger eye on your needle. See, I told you this one's gonna be easy. I do go live and I do release videos every single week, so be sure to turn the bell on so you get notified. And when I go live is a perfect opportunity for you to come along and ask any beady questions on any techniques, any beadwork, anything you have, so I can answer it for you. You can also leave comments in this video. I'll be back to check on them, so you can get in contact with me that way. And if you love spiral stitches as much as I do, then check out Russian Spiral. Russian Spiral has many variations, but it's one of my favorite stitches. Thank you so much for watching. Keep safe, keep on beading, and I'll see you in the next one.